When you were born on these dates, it means that you were born at the conjunction of two signs. This conjunction is known as the cusp, and this means that you carry a unique blend of two zodiac signs. To begin, let's clarify what a cusp sign is. A cusp sign refers to individuals who are born on the transition between two zodiac signs, typically within a few days of that change. If your birthday falls within this time frame, that means that you are a cusp sign. To determine if you are a cusp sign, you will check your birth date. Each month varies slightly, but it is usually between the 17th and the 25th of each month. And if it falls within the last few days of one sign or the first few days of the next, then you will embody characteristics from both zodiac signs. Cusp signs are often regarded as unique due to their dual nature. Individuals born on the cusp tend to carry a blend of traits from both signs, which can lead to a more complex personality. So let's take a look at each cusp sign in detail, including nicknames, distinctive traits, hobbies, potential career paths, and compatible love partners. People born on the Aries-Taurus cusp, often referred to as the cusp of power, possess a unique blend of the bold, adventurous spirit of Aries and the grounded, practical energy of Taurus. Individuals born during this period are known for their dynamic personalities that mix action with pleasure. They are driven, yet steady, passionate but practical, creating a potent and powerful energy. You are courageous and determined. Aries, ruled by Mars, provides the boldness and risk-taking energy, while Taurus, ruled by Venus, brings unwavering determination and steadiness. Together, they make for a person who can charge forward with enthusiasm, but who is capable of staying grounded and committed, ensuring that they follow through on their ambitions. Aries-Taurus cusp individuals are natural go-getters, not afraid to take on new challenges, but they don't give up easily either. Once they set their sights on something, they will work tirelessly to achieve it. You are passionate and sensual. Aries' fiery nature is beautifully balanced by Taurus's love for sensual pleasures and comfort. Aries-Taurus cusp people enjoy indulging in life's finest things, whether it's savoring a delicious meal, enjoying a beautiful sunset, or creating a luxurious home environment. Their passion is not just about achievements, but also about experiencing life in full color, savoring every moment. You are stubborn, yet adaptable. Taurus brings a level of stubbornness and resistance to change, but Aries' influence allows these individuals to adapt more readily than the typical Taurus. Though they may be cautious at first, they are open to shifting gears when the situation demands it, especially when they feel inspired by a bold new opportunity. You are loyal, but independent. Loyalty is a key trait for Aries-Taurus cusp individuals. You are fiercely devoted to your loved ones, yet you will still cherish their independence. This can create an interesting balance in relationships. While you seek deep, long-lasting connections, you also need space to pursue your personal ambitions and interests and allow others to do so as well. You are headstrong and practical. Aries gives you a headstrong, independent attitude, while Taurus adds a level of practicality and realism. Aries-Taurus cusp people don't just dream. They execute their plans with a solid foundation and practical steps. You can blend creativity with logic and make things happen. You may love activities that allow you to express your boldness while indulging your sensual nature. You are likely to enjoy hobbies that are both engaging and satisfying. Things like adventure sports, whether it's rock climbing, skiing, or hiking. The Aries-Taurus cusp thrives on physical challenges. Aries' need for excitement blends well with Taurus's love of nature and endurance. These individuals are always ready for a new adventure that allows you to push your limits. You may enjoy cooking or baking. With your Taurus love of food and Aries adventurous spirit, cooking or baking is a perfect outlet. You'll often experiment with bold, rich flavors and enjoy creating meals that not only satisfy hunger, but also provide a sensory experience. Whether it's crafting the perfect dish or inventing a new recipe, you'll put your heart into it. You may have a love for art and music. The cusp of power often has a deep connection to the arts. Taurus's Venusian influence brings a love of beauty and creativity, while Aries adds the drive to pursue it. You might enjoy drawing, painting, or playing a musical instrument, finding satisfaction in the creative process and the joy of making something beautiful. You may enjoy gardening and nature walks. Taurus's earthiness makes you drawn to nature, and Aries brings an energetic approach to any outdoor activity. Gardening or taking nature walks provides that perfect combination of grounding, creativity, and physical activity. It allows you to get your hands dirty while also nurturing something beautiful and life-giving. Fitness. With both Aries and Taurus enjoying physical pursuits, many of these cusps are drawn to physical activities, whether it's strength training, yoga, or running. You appreciate both the physical benefits and the mental clarity that comes with exercise. The cusp of power shines in careers where you can make leadership abilities and practical determination work for you. These individuals excel in roles that require both vision and execution, and their confidence and resilience help you rise to the top. Entrepreneurship. This cusp individual often excels as entrepreneurs because you can take risks but also build solid, sustainable businesses. Your ability to balance creative innovation with steady financial planning makes you well suited for business ownership or running a startup. Project manager or leader. The combination of assertiveness and pragmatism makes you fantastic project managers. You can motivate others to perform at their best while ensuring that everything stays organized and on track. Your ability to see the big picture while attending to the details ensures projects are completed efficiently. Chef or baker. Given Taurus's love for all things culinary and Aries' adventurous nature, many of these cusp individuals are drawn to the culinary world. You might find satisfaction in creating bold, flavorful dishes or baking unique and intricate creations. For you, food is not just a necessity, but an art form. Real estate professional. Aries-Taurus cusp people thrive in real estate due to their strong business sense and love for beauty. Whether you're managing properties, selling homes, flipping homes, your practical approach helps you make smart financial decisions, while Aries leadership gives you the ability to have the courage to take risks in a competitive market. An artist or designer. With Taurus's love of beauty and Aries' creative spark, many cusps gravitate towards artistic careers. You might work as an interior designer, a fashion designer, or a visual artist, combining practicality and artistic vision to create something that is both beautiful and functional. Compatible love partners. When it comes to love, this cusp individual is most compatible with partners who can match their drive, passion, and need for stability. They seek relationships that combine excitement with loyalty and comfort. Leo. Aries and Leo share a fiery, passionate connection that can lead to an exciting and dynamic relationship. While Aries brings bold action and leadership, Taurus adds a layer of emotional stability, and this balance can help create a passionate and enduring love. Virgo. Virgo's practical and analytical nature balances this cusp sign's more spontaneous energy. Taurus feels at home with Virgo's grounded approach, while Aries helps bring out Virgo's adventurous side. Together, they can build a solid, harmonious relationship. Capricorn. Both Taurus and Capricorn are earth signs, valuing stability and hard work, while Aries brings excitement and drive. This pairing can lead to a deeply grounded and supportive relationship where both partners are driven by their goals but also committed to their long-term success together. Aquarius. Aquarius's inventive and intellectual nature can be a fascinating match for Aries' boldness. Taurus brings a sense of grounded practicality to the relationship, offering stability where Aquarius's free spirit might struggle to find it. Sagittarius. The adventurous and energetic Sagittarius pairs well with the Aries-Taurus cusp's own desires for exploration and growth. While Sagittarius pushes for new horizons, Taurus helps keep things grounded, leading to a partnership that can be both exciting and enduring. In summary, the cusp of power creates a personality that is bold, resilient, and filled with both passion and practicality. Aries-Taurus cusp individuals are natural leaders who are not only able to take risks, but also see things through with a steady, determined approach. They are drawn to careers that involve creativity and strategic thinking and enjoy hobbies that let them combine adventure with indulgence. In love, they seek partners who offer both excitement and stability. This cusp, often referred to as the cusp of energy, blends the sensual, grounded nature of Taurus with the intellectual, dynamic energy of Gemini. Those born during this cusp have a personality that balances both stability and a craving for variety. They can be steady and reliable, but also mentally restless and curious about the world. Characteristics: balanced and dynamic. Taurus brings a calm, dependable energy, while Gemini offers flexibility and mental curiosity. The result is someone who is practical, but also adaptable, someone who enjoys a solid routine, but isn't afraid to shake things up with fresh ideas or experiences. Charming and sociable. These individuals are naturally charming and can mix Taurus's warmth and sensuality with Gemini's quick wit and adaptability. They are often the life of the party, able to talk about a wide range of topics with ease, yet maintain a comforting, grounding presence. Intellectual and practical. Taurus's grounded nature wants stability and material success, while Gemini craves mental stimulation and change. This duality can lead to moments of inner conflict, where the individual feels torn between staying in a secure environment and seeking out new challenges. Loyal and independent. While Taurus loves loyalty and Gemini values independence, these two can coexist harmoniously. On one hand, the individual is fiercely loyal to those that they love, but they also seek and need space for personal freedom to keep their mental energy flowing. In relationships, they seek both intellectual connection and emotional security. Hobbies. Given their dual nature, the Taurus-Gemini cusp tends to enjoy hobbies that balance creativity, exploration, and practicality. Some of these can include travel and exploration. The Taurus-Gemini cusp loves variety, and while Taurus craves beautiful and comfortable places, Gemini enjoys new experiences. This leads to a love of travel, especially if the trip offers both intellectual stimulation and relaxation. They enjoy exploring cities, cultural landmarks, or indulging in foodie adventures. Creative expression. Whether through writing, photography, painting, or DIY crafts, this cusp enjoys artistic endeavors that will allow them to blend practicality with imagination. They might be attracted to visual arts, design, or even digital media projects where they can combine creativity and communication. Socializing and networking. As social butterflies, Taurus-Gemini cusp individuals enjoy activities like attending parties, going to meetups, or even just catching up with friends over a cup of coffee. They thrive in environments where they can engage in lively conversations and meet new people. Reading and learning. You have an insatiable intellectual curiosity, whether it's reading books, listening to podcasts, or engaging in debates. You often pursue knowledge for the sake of mental stimulation. You might have diverse interests, from psychology to technology, literature to philosophy. Physical activities with a mental twist. While Taurus loves a good routine and staying active, Gemini craves variety. Hobbies like hiking, yoga, dance, or even activities like rock climbing or martial arts would appeal to you. You enjoy physical activity that is both mentally engaging and physically satisfying. Careers. The Taurus-Gemini cusp is naturally suited for careers that allow for both intellectual engagement and a sense of stability. Here are some career paths that would be a great fit for you. Creative industries. You have a strong artistic side, thanks to Taurus's love of beauty and Gemini's creative energy. Careers in advertising, design, graphic arts, or even fashion could be a natural fit. You may also enjoy content creation or media roles, where you can express yourself through visual or written content. Real estate, luxury goods, and tech industries would be areas that you could excel in. Communications and journalism. With Gemini's communicative skills and Taurus's grounded nature, you may do well in roles that require both creative thinking and stability, such as journalism, public relations, or even blogging and vlogging. Writing for a living, whether in a creative or journalistic outlet, could be highly satisfying. Entrepreneurship. Taurus-Gemini cusp individuals are both practical and intellectually curious, which makes them strong candidates for entrepreneurship. You could combine Taurus's business acumen with Gemini's ability to think outside the box, allowing you to build and manage your own ventures. Whether it's opening a cafe, starting a consultancy, or launching a tech startup, you're well equipped to lead a successful business. Education and coaching. Given their love for both learning and teaching, Taurus-Gemini cusp individuals may be drawn to roles in education, coaching, or even therapy. They enjoy sharing knowledge, whether through traditional teaching or one-on-one mentoring, and may pursue roles where they help others grow intellectually or emotionally. Technology and innovation. The blend of practicality and innovation can make you successful in technology fields. Whether it's coding, product design, or tech consultancy, you thrive in roles where you can solve problems and explore new ideas while keeping grounded in practical applications. Love compatibility. This cusp tends to seek relationships that stimulate both their intellect and emotions. They value loyalty, but also need the mental stimulation and freedom that comes with the Gemini's influence. Here's a look at compatibility with other signs. Best matches. Virgo. Virgo's earthy, intellectual vibe pairs well with the Taurus-Gemini cusp's blend of practicality and curiosity. Both signs share a love of stability, but Virgo's need for order complements Gemini's more scattered nature. This pairing is grounded, but can also spark mental and emotional growth. Leo. Leo's boldness and confidence pair well with the Taurus-Gemini cusp's adaptability. Leo will stimulate their Gemini side, keeping things exciting and fresh, while Taurus provides a secure, loyal base. Both sides enjoy luxury, romance, adventure, making them a passionate match. Aquarius. Aquarius shares Gemini's intellectual curiosity and love of freedom, which can lead to a deep mental connection. Taurus brings grounding and stability to the relationship, while Aquarius helps the cusp break out of their routine. Together, They can build a relationship based on mutual respect for independence and innovation. Libra. Libra's balanced, charming nature complements both Taurus's steadiness and Gemini's social energy. This couple enjoys intellectual conversations and shared social activities. Their love for beauty and aesthetics can also help strengthen the bond, especially in creative or artistic pursuits. In summary, Taurus-Gemini cusp individuals are versatile, charming, and curious. They balance the need for stability with a craving for intellectual stimulation and variety. Their hobbies often involve both creative and physical pursuits, and their careers tend to mix practicality with intellectual challenge. In relationships, they seek partners who can keep them both grounded and mentally engaged, with strong compatibility with signs like Virgo, Leo, and Aquarius. Gemini-Cancer cusp, often referred to as the cusp of magic, falls between June 17th and the 23rd. This cusp blends the intellectual, communicative energy of Gemini with the emotionally intuitive and nurturing qualities of Cancer. People born on this cusp tend to be sensitive yet social, intellectually curious, but deeply attuned to emotions. Those born on this cusp carry the dual energies of the air signs, Gemini, and the water sign, Cancer. They are a mix of mental agility and emotional depth. The result is a person who is compassionate, intuitive, perceptive, with a vibrant intellectual curiosity and a deep connection to their inner world. This combination makes them intriguing and complex individuals. Characteristics: emotional, yet intellectual. The Gemini influence brings a quick-witted, intellectual nature, while Cancer adds an emotional, nurturing side. People born on this cusp are both mentally agile and emotionally sensitive. They can easily understand others' feelings, but also love to explore new ideas and communicate them. They're often curious about the world, but deeply invested in their relationships. Nurturing and supportive. Thanks to Cancer's influence, these cusps are naturally caring and protective. They are drawn to helping others, especially those that they love. However, this caring nature can sometimes make them overly protective or emotionally dependent, especially if they feel insecure in a relationship. Mood swings and sensitivity. The Cancerian influence makes these individuals emotionally sensitive, and their moods can fluctuate based on their environment or interactions. While they may appear lighthearted or social, they are deeply affected by the emotional tone of their surroundings and the people around them. Adaptable and social. Gemini's adaptability blends with Cancer's nurturing qualities, making this cusp person incredibly socially fluid. They can easily connect with others, whether they're in the mood for intellectual conversation or heartfelt support. However, the dual nature means that they may experience moments of inner conflict, sometimes desiring connection and other times retreating into their emotional shell. Hobbies. The Gemini-Cancer cusp enjoys activities that involve both intellectual engagement and emotional fulfillment. Their hobbies can reflect a blend of curiosity, creativity, and emotional depth. Writing and storytelling. People born on this cusp often have a deep love for storytelling, whether through writing, poetry, or journaling. They enjoy expressing their thoughts, feelings, and dreams, making creative writing or blogging a popular hobby. They may write about their personal experiences, exploring emotional themes or even imaginative fantasy-based stories. Arts and crafts. Given their sensitivity, they may find creative outlets in arts and crafts. Painting, photography, knitting, or DIY projects allow them to express their feelings and create something beautiful and meaningful. Cancer's love of home and family also draws them towards projects that enhance their personal space. Cooking and baking. A combination of Cancer's nurturing qualities and Gemini's love for variety might lead them to enjoy cooking or baking. They like experimenting with new recipes and flavors, often making meals that are both creative and comforting for their loved ones. Socializing and connecting. Despite being emotionally intense, these individuals love socializing. They enjoy engaging in conversations, especially with close friends and family, where they can truly open up and connect on a deeper level. Whether hosting dinner parties or attending social events, they thrive when surrounded by those that they trust. Mindfulness and spirituality. Due to their emotional sensitivity, many Gemini Cancer cusps are drawn to mindfulness practices like meditation, yoga, or even astrology. They seek spiritual understanding and peace, often contemplating their feelings or life's deeper meanings. Careers. Careers that combine intellectual stimulation with emotional engagement are ideal for this cusp. Gemini's quick thinking and Cancer's nurturing instincts can lead to success in roles where both empathy and communication are the key. Creative industries. The artistic side of this cusp makes them well suited for creative professions such as writing, filmmaking, or graphic design. They can excel in fields like media, advertising, and even theater, where they can express their emotional depth and imaginative ideas. Counseling and psychology. The Gemini Cancer cusp's natural ability to understand people's emotion, combined with Gemini's curiosity about the human mind, makes you excellent counselors, therapists, and life coaches. You enjoy helping others find emotional clarity and are drawn to roles where you can be supportive and empathetic. Education and mentorship. You are great communicators and love to share knowledge. Whether as a teacher, a tutor, or a mentor, you thrive in environments where you can guide and nurture others, especially when you can bring in both emotional support and intellectual stimulation. Healthcare and nursing. Cancer's caregiving nature, paired with Gemini's adaptability and communication skills, often lead people born on this cusp into healthcare roles. They may find fulfillment as nurses, social workers, or medical professionals who combine practical knowledge with emotional care. Media and journalism. Writing for media outlets, whether through print, radio, or digital platforms, is an ideal career path. Gemini's affinity for communication and Cancer's emotional sensitivity allow these individuals to cover a wide range of topics with empathy, whether in news reporting, lifestyle, blogging, or content creation. Customer service or hospitality. With your emotional intelligence and natural charm, Gemini Cancer cusps may also be drawn to careers in customer service or hospitality, where you can directly impact others' experiences with your kindness, care, and good communication. Love partners. In relationships, this cusp seeks emotional depth and intellectual connection. Their ideal partner will offer both mental stimulation and emotional security. Here's a look at their compatibility list. Taurus. Taurus and Gemini Cancer share a deep need for emotional security, and Taurus's earthy stability can help ground the emotional fluctuations of the cusp. While Taurus brings a calming presence, Gemini Cancer can provide Taurus with intellectual stimulation. Together, they create a solid and loving foundation. Virgo shares Gemini's analytical mind and Cancer's nurturing qualities, making this pairing well-balanced and complementary. Virgo's practical approach can help balance the emotional depth of the cusp, and Gemini Cancer can bring warmth and emotional connection to Virgo's more reserved nature. Scorpio. Scorpio's intensity and emotional depth align well with Cancer's nurturing energy. While Scorpio craves deep emotional connections, Gemini Cancer's intellect and curiosity add an element of excitement and exploration to the relationship. This match can be transformative for both parties. Pisces. Pisces, like Cancer, is emotionally attuned and deeply sensitive, which creates a harmonious connection with this cusp. Pisces' dreaminess and emotional intelligence pair beautifully with Cancer's nurturing nature, and the Gemini influence can bring fun and mental connection into the relationship. In summary, the Gemini-Cancer cusp blends intellectual curiosity with emotional depth, creating a complex, nurturing, and communicative individual. They enjoy hobbies that allow them to explore their creative and emotional side and excel in careers where they can combine empathy with intellectual engagement. In love, you seek partners who are often both emotionally supportive and a deep mental connection, with strong compatibility with signs like Taurus, Virgo, and Pisces. Cancer-Leo cusp, July 19th through the 25th. This is the cusp of oscillation, the elemental blend of water and fire. This cusp represents a dynamic balance between emotional depth and bold self-expression. Cancer gives a nurturing, protective nature, while Leo adds courage, ambition, and showmanship. People born on this cusp tend to be passionate, creative, and complex, often oscillating between introverted reflection and extroverted performance. Characteristics: empathetic and protective. Cancer's nurturing side makes these individuals natural caregivers. They're emotionally intuitive and often put others' needs before their own. This blends with Leo's protectiveness, making them loyal friends and fierce defenders of those that they love. Charismatic and expressive. Thanks to Leo, Cancer-Leo cuspers have a magnetic presence. They love to entertain, tell stories, and be seen. Their warmth draws people in, and their authenticity keeps them around. They may have a dramatic flair, but with genuine emotional depth behind it. Moody, yet passionate. The emotional waves of Cancer can clash with Leo's need for constant attention and positivity. As a result, this cusp may swing between high and low energy moods. When they're on, they're vibrant and inspiring, and when they're off, they can withdraw emotionally or act out for reassurance. Creative and visionary. This cusp is highly imaginative, often with a strong artistic or theatrical streak. They are dreamers, but Leo's ambition gives them the drive to make those dreams reality, and if they can manage their own emotional tides, they will do well. Ego sensitivity. While they appear confident, they're also highly sensitive to criticism. A wounded ego or emotional hurt can send them into a retreat or lead to overreaction. Learning to regulate their emotional response is a life key challenge. Hobbies and interests. People born on the Cancer-Leo cusp are drawn to hobbies that allow them to express emotion, explore creativity, and connect with others. Their interests often combine the artistic with the nurturing or dramatic. Performing arts. Theater, acting, singing, or dance allow them to channel both their emotions and their flair for drama. They often feel most alive on stage or in front of an audience. Creative writing or poetry. Their emotional depth and expressive flair make them natural writers. They keep a journal, write stories, or compose poetry to process their feelings and experiences. Cooking and hosting. Cancer's love for nurturing others manifests in the kitchen. They might enjoy cooking elaborate meals or baking, especially when they can entertain friends and show off their skills. Decorating and design. This cusp loves beautiful things. They may be drawn to home decor, interior design, or event planning, where they can create visually stunning and emotionally resonant spaces. Volunteering and mentoring. With a caring Cancer side and a leadership-driven Leo side, they often enjoy giving back, whether through community work, mentoring youth, or helping people in crisis. fitness, or dance. Leo brings a physical energy that needs an outlet. Activities like Zumba, yoga, or martial arts can be a great way to blend physical expression with emotional release. Careers. Cancer-Leo cusps shine in careers that allow them to lead with their heart and express themselves and care for others. They need a job that feels meaningful, not just financially rewarding. Creative arts and media. This cusp thrives in the spotlight. Careers in acting, music, writing, photography, or directing allow them to express their emotions with creative flair. Leadership and management. Leo's natural leadership and Cancer's empathy make them strong, compassionate leaders. They may lead teams in business, education, or nonprofits, valuing both people and performance. Teaching and mentorship. They love nurturing others and being looked up to, which makes them great educators, coaches, or workshop leaders, especially in the creative or personal development fields. Healthcare and therapy. Cancer's care and Leo's bravery create individuals who can handle emotionally intense environments. They may be drawn to nursing, counseling, or social work where they can help and lead. Event planning and hospitality. They enjoy bringing people together and creating memorable experiences. Whether it's organizing weddings, managing hotels, or running events, this cusp excels at making others feel seen and celebrated. Entrepreneurship. Their mix of heart and hustle makes them excellent entrepreneurs, especially in areas tied to creativity, lifestyle, or care industries. Compatible partners. In love, Cancer-Leo cusps are romantic, loyal, and expressive. They crave deep emotional connection, but also want admiration and excitement. They give their hearts fully and expect the same in return. Pisces. This emotional water sign can connect deeply with the Cancer side while being dreamy and imaginative enough to keep the Leo intrigued. Taurus. Taurus offers security and emotional steadiness, grounding Cancer-Leo's emotional waves while appreciating their passion and loyalty. Virgo. Virgo's practicality and attentiveness balance the cusp's emotional and expressive energy. Both value care and service in relationships. Sagittarius. Leo and Sagittarius share a fire bond of passion and playfulness. Sagittarius helps the cusp break out of the emotional ruts, and the cusp brings warmth and emotional insight. In summary, the Cancer-Leo cusp is a powerful blend of emotional intelligence and magnetic charisma. These individuals are loving, expressive, creative, and protective, often caught between their need for connection and their desire to shine. They thrive in careers and relationships that allow them to lead with love, create with passion, and feel both seen and secure. Ideal partners and paths for this cusp embrace depth and drama, heart and heat, comfort and courage, all rolled into one remarkable human being. The Leo-Virgo cusp, known as the cusp of exposure, occurs between August 19th and the 25th. This is a fascinating mix of Leo's bold fire and Virgo's grounded earth, creating individuals who are both dazzling and detail-oriented, confident yet humble, dramatic but analytic. Those born on this cusp are charismatic, focused, and hardworking. They possess Leo's flair for performance and attention, and Virgo's precision, practicality, and humility. This blend creates a personality that is both highly competent and magnetic, capable of shining in the spotlight while still handling the behind-the-scenes work. Characteristics: organized and ambitious. Virgo brings method and Leo brings motivation. People born on this cusp are natural goal setters who know how to plan and execute, often outperforming others due to their mix of vision and discipline. Confident, yet humble. These individuals often come off as composed and competent. They want recognition, but prefer to earn it through hard work. They're proud of their accomplishments, but don't feel the need to brag. They let results speak for themselves. Helpful and protective. Leo gives them a protective streak, while Virgo makes them incredibly helpful and thoughtful. They genuinely care for others and enjoy offering advice, support, and practical assistance. Creative and critical. Their creative flair is grounded by an analytical mindset. They can easily shift from brainstorming big ideas to fine-tuning the details. However, this also means that they can be self-critical or overly perfectionist, a challenge that they must learn to manage. High standards. In everything from work to relationships, they expect a lot from themselves and from others. They may get frustrated if people don't meet their standards or share their work ethic. Hobbies. This cusp individual is drawn to activities that combine creativity, structure, and purpose. They like to shine, but also like to be useful and feel productive. Creative arts. They often love design, painting, photography, or writing, anything that allows them to express themselves artistically while crafting something meaningful. They may be perfectionists in their art, aiming for beauty and precision. Organizing and planning. Whether it's planning events, organizing spaces, or managing projects, they find joy in bringing order to chaos. Virgo's love of structure makes organizing a hobby, not a chore. Fitness and self-improvement. They often enjoy workouts that require discipline, like yoga, Pilates, or weight training, and may also be interested in health, nutrition, and personal growth. Public speaking or performing. Leo's influence means they often have a dramatic side. They might enjoy performing, acting, leading workshops, or teaching, anything that puts them in front of an audience with a purpose. Reading and research. Their Virgo side is curious and detail-focused, so reading nonfiction, biographies, or anything that helps them master a subject is a common hobby. Volunteering or mentoring. They feel fulfilled when they help others grow. Tutoring, mentoring, or leading community projects are activities that match their desire to uplift and guide. Careers. This cusp excels in careers that allow them to lead, organize, create, and serve. They're driven, capable, and respected in the workplace, often seen as people who get things done with excellence and grace. Creative direction and design. Their blend of creativity and precision makes them excellent in fields like interior design, fashion, advertising, or creative direction, where beauty and detail matter. Teaching and education. Their desire to help others grow, combined with their clarity and stage presence, makes them inspiring educators, coaches, or workshop facilitators. Healthcare and wellness. Virgo's health-conscious and service-oriented nature, combined with Leo's leadership, creates excellent doctors, therapists, holistic healers, and personal trainers. Leadership and management. With Leo's confidence and Virgo's responsibility, they make excellent managers, business owners, and team leaders, balancing inspiration with strategy. Writing and communication. Whether it's editing, journalism, blogging, or technical writing, they love crafting content that is both informative and refined. Public service or law. Their strong moral compass and desire to serve others may draw them to law, public administration, or nonprofit work where they can make a real-world impact. Compatibility with love partners. In relationships, Leo-Virgo cusp is loyal, generous, and attentive. They're romantic without being overbearing and deeply invested in their partner's happiness and growth. What they need and love. They need respect for their intelligence and their efforts, appreciation for their acts of service, a mix of romance, stability, and shared goals. Open communication with a touch of admiration. Their best matches are Taurus, earthy and dependable. Taurus provides the grounding that Virgo loves, while Leo and Taurus share a love for sensuality, loyalty, and beauty. Capricorn, another earth sign that aligns with Virgo's structure and ambition. Capricorn also brings long-term vision and mutual respect to the relationship. Gemini. Gemini can spark Leo's curiosity and keep things lively, while Virgo provides balance for both. This pairing needs a good communication, but can be mentally exciting. Libra. Libra's charm appeals to Leo's romantic side, and their mutual love for beauty and harmony make this a graceful pairing with long-term potential. In summary, the Leo-Virgo cusp blends the confidence and flair of a Leo with the thoughtfulness and precision of a Virgo. These individuals are high-achieving, charismatic, and helpful, with a natural ability to lead, create, and support others. They seek meaningful success and enjoy making others better along the way. They're perfectionists with a heart, striving for excellence, beauty, and purpose in everything that they do, in love, life, and work. This cusp brings a rare combination of passion and practicality. Virgo-Libra cusp, September 19th to the 25th. This is known as the cusp of beauty, and the elements are earth and air. You're poised, discerning, graceful, and insightful. If you were born on these dates, you carry the energy of two incredibly refined signs, Virgo and Libra. You're practical, intelligent, and detail-oriented, but you also have an eye for elegance, fairness, and charm. This makes you a rare mix of brains and beauty, logic and love, order and inspiration. Characteristics. You're the kind of person who notices the little things others miss, whether it's a crooked picture frame, a subtle shift in someone's mood, or the tiniest flaw in a well-executed plan. You appreciate harmony, beauty, and quality in every aspect of life, and you're often the one people turn to for guidance because they know you'll be honest, fair, and kind about it. Your Virgo side gives you structure, discernment, and a razor-sharp mind. You're a problem solver, planner, and quietly ambitious. Your Libra side brings charm, diplomacy, and a deep love for aesthetics, art, and people. You want balance in relationships and environments alike. You're not just smart, you're thoughtful. And you're not just graceful, you're genuine. People may not always get how much you weigh every decision in your head and your heart, but that is your superpower. Hobbies. You thrive when your mind is stimulated and your environment feels peaceful. Your ideal hobbies include art and design. You're likely drawn to fashion, interior design, painting, photography, or curating a Pinterest board. Organizing and planning. You love to bring structure to chaos. Planning trips, events, or just making the perfect to-do list gives you joy. Reading and researching. You have a thirst for knowledge and a love for diving deep into topics like psychology, relationships, and wellness. Volunteers and advocating. Fairness matters to you. Standing up for others or contributing to a cause you care about lights you up. Fitness and wellness. Yoga, Pilates, or mindful movements helps you stay centered. You feel strong and serene at these times. Career. You need a career that allows you to be creative, helpful, and intellectually engaged. Ideally, all at once. You're a natural when it comes to design and aesthetics. Fashion, graphic design, architecture, or branding, any role where beauty meets function. Design and aesthetics. Fashion, graphic design, architecture, or branding, any role where beauty meets function. Therapy and wellness. You're intuitive and great at guiding others. Psychology, counseling, coaching, or holistic health, they are all up your alley. Writing and communication. Your words are thoughtful, tactful, and polished. You could shine in editing, journalism, copywriting, or public relations. Law and mediation. Libra's fairness plus Virgo's analytical mind equal a perfect advocate. Think law, human resources, or social justice. Project management. You have the organizational skills of Virgo and the people skills of Libra. Leading teams or coordinating projects will come naturally to you. You bring refinement and strategy to everything that you do, and you do it with grace. Romantic partnerships. In love, you're a hopeless romantic with high standards. You crave someone who stimulates your mind, shares your values, and treats love like the sacred thing that it is. You're generous in love, always thinking about how to make your partner's life easier, better, and more beautiful. But you also need balance. If things feel one-sided, you won't stick around. You want respect, honesty, and real partnership. Superficial things, they are not your style. Your best match. Taurus. Grounded and affectionate. Taurus brings you stability while appreciating your refinement. Capricorn. Goal-driven and intelligent. They vibe with your ambition and value your loyalty. Libra. Curious and witty. Gemini keeps things fun and intellectually stimulating. Just make sure that they can meet your emotional depth. Relationships that challenge you. Aries. Their impulsiveness may feel reckless to your thoughtful nature. Sagittarius. Fun and free-spirited, but their wing-it lifestyle may clash with your love for order and intention. Your magic. Your grace in motion, logic wrapped in charm, and compassion with standards. People trust you because you lead both your heart and your head. You bring beauty in order and meaning to the mundane. And though you often hold yourself to incredibly high standards, don't forget that you are already enough just as you are. When you allow yourself to shine without overthinking it, and when you trust your inner wisdom without trying to fix everything, you are absolutely unstoppable. The Libra-Scorpio Cusp, October 19th through the 25th, also known as the cusp of drama and criticism. But don't worry, that name doesn't tell the full story. You are much deeper than that. You are a blend of the elements of air and water, and your vibe is intense, insightful, magnetic, and discerning. You live in the space between Libra's charm and Scorpio's depth, a powerful combo that gives you emotional intelligence, magnetism, and sharp intuition. You're not here to play small. You're here to see through the nonsense, speak your truth, and attract the kind of life that actually fulfills you. Characteristics. You're not just charming, you're piercingly perceptive. People meet the calm, diplomatic Libra surface first, but underneath, that's where your Scorpio energy lives, intense, private, and powerful. You have a mind like a laser and a vibe that people don't forget. Your Libra side gives you grace, fairness, a love of beauty, and social intelligence. You know how to work a room or disarm someone with a smile. Your Scorpio side brings emotional depth, mystery, focus, and a hunger for truth. You're no stranger to the shadows, but you don't live there, you transform there. You're the person who can make people feel seen and exposed at the same time, because you don't just hear what people say, you understand what they're not saying. Your strengths are your magnetic personality. People are drawn to your energy without knowing why. It's the mix of Libra's elegance and Scorpio's intensity. You are observant and intuitive. You read people easily. You don't miss details, and you often know what's really going on before anyone else does. Confident and purposeful. You don't just want things, you go after them. When you commit to a goal, you go all in. Fair but fierce. You care deeply about justice and truth, but you're not afraid to call someone out when they cross a line. Hobbies. Your interests often reflect your love of depth, transformation, and meaning, as well as your sharp aesthetic eye. Art and design. You're drawn to beauty with depth. Photography, fashion, digital art, and even tattoo design may appeal to your creative side. Psychology and self-development. You're fascinated by the human mind, behavior, and what drives people, including yourself. Writing and journaling. You often process complex feelings or thoughts through written words, poetry, and storytelling. Mysticism and astrology. Scorpio's spiritual edge mixed with Libra's curiosity means that you might explore tarot, astrology, and shadow work. True crime and detective stories. Your sharp mind loves solving puzzles, especially the emotional or psychological kind. Fitness and transformation. You might be drawn to practices that involve discipline and intensity, like martial arts, weight training, or yoga with a deep meditative focus. Careers. You have both the charisma to lead and the intensity to dig deep. You want a career that lets you influence others, speak truth, and create an impact. You're not here for superficial success. You want meaningful power. Some fields that you might thrive in are psychology, therapy, or coaching. Your ability to connect deeply with others makes you a powerful guide and healer. Law, politics, and advocacy. You care about justice, and you're willing to fight for it. Your presence commands attention. Creative direction and fashion. You have a bold aesthetic and an eye for what's both beautiful and powerful. Criminal justice and investigation. Whether it's forensics, research, or journalism, you're a truth seeker at heart. Entrepreneurship. You don't like being controlled. Starting your own business could be your best path to autonomy and expression. Love partnerships. Let's be real. You don't do shallow. In relationships, you crave loyalty, chemistry, and emotional truth. You want a partner who challenges you, respects your intelligence, and won't run when things get intense. You're romantic, but not naive. You're loyal, but not easy to win over. You'll give everything, but only if it feels real. You're at your best when partners who are emotionally available, intellectually stimulating, and brave enough to love you deeply. Your best matches are Pisces. Emotionally deep and spiritually attuned, Pisces gets your inner world and matches your loyalty. Capricorn. Grounded and goal-oriented. The Capricorn can handle your intensity and respect your ambition. Leo. Confident and expressive, Leo brings fire and loyalty. Just be ready for the drama. Gemini. Their wit can balance your depth. With open communication, this pairing can be very powerful. Matches that challenge you may be Aquarius. Their emotional detachment might clash with your need for real connection and emotional intensity. And Aries. Bold, yes, but sometimes too blunt or impulsive for your layered emotions and strategic mind. You're magic. You're not afraid to feel deeply, and you're not afraid to ask hard questions, push boundaries, or walk away from anything fake. You're here to cut through the noise and find what's real, in yourself, in others, and in the world around you. You're the storm and the calm, the velvet glove and the steel beneath it, the diplomat and the truth teller. You don't just have presence, you have power. So trust your instincts, speak your truth with compassion, and don't water yourself down for people who can't handle your full depth. Scorpio Sagittarius Cusp, born November 18th through the 24th. This is the cusp of revolution, and you carry the elements of water and fire, and your vibe is intense, bold, visionary, and unstoppable. You have a deep emotional power that meets a bold, fiery ambition. You're not just passionate, you're transformative. You're not just adventurous, you're fearless. People don't just notice you, they remember you. Characteristics. You're a walking contradiction in the best way. Emotional but free-spirited, serious but hilarious, grounded in truth but always chasing the next horizon. Scorpio gives you intensity, insight, and a magnetic edge. Sagittarius brings optimism, blunt honesty, and a hunger for expansion. Your Scorpio side makes you deep, intuitive, and sometimes a little mysterious. You see through people fast, and you don't do anything half-heartedly. Your Sagittarius side craves freedom, adventure, and truth. You're bold enough to take risks, and you need space to explore and evolve. You're not afraid to challenge authority, speak your mind, or burn it all down if it means building something better. You don't just want change, you are change. Your strengths are your magnetic energy. People are drawn to your intensity and charisma. You don't need to chase, you attract. Truth-seeking nature. You cut through the lies and can't stand fakeness. You're all about realness and growth. Fearless explorer. Physically, mentally, spiritually, you need to keep growing, moving, and learning. Visionary thinking. You don't just live in the present. You see what's possible and push to make it happen. Rebel with a cause. You're not here to follow the rules. You're here to rewrite them with purpose. Hobbies. You crave experiences that challenge your body and expand your mind or feed your soul. You get bored with the ordinary and you need meaning and momentum. Travel and exploration. Whether it's road tripping, backpacking, or flying solo to a new country, you feel alive when you are on the move. Martial arts, dance, or extreme sports. High energy and high focus activities appeal to your inner warrior and fire. Reading or philosophy. You're not just curious, you're obsessed with truth. Deep books, spiritual texts, or raw memoirs. Yes, please. Writing or storytelling. You've got stories, opinions, and experience worth sharing. Writing is your outlet for transformation. Activism and leadership. You care deeply and fight for what matters. Whether it's environmental, social, or political, you're not afraid to speak up. Careers. You're not cut out for boring or routine jobs. You need freedom, passion, and impact. You want to wake up every day feeling like your work matters, like it's helping others or changing something for the better. You might thrive in entrepreneurship or startups. You like being your own boss, following your ideas and moving fast. Stagnation kills your vibe. Writing, journalism, or public speaking. You're not afraid to tell the truth, even if it's uncomfortable. You inspire and challenge people with your voice. Travel industry. Tour guide, travel blogger, international business. Anything that lets you explore and connect. Therapy, coaching, or mentorship. Scorpio's depth helps you understand people deeply, and Sagittarius gives you the drive to uplift them. Law, politics, or advocacy. You care about justice, and you won't stay silent when something's wrong. Love, partnerships. You don't fall in love easily, but when you do, it's deep. You want a partner who respects your freedom, but also matches your emotional intensity and mental depth. You're not afraid of complicated love, but you won't tolerate dishonesty or games. You crave adventure, truth, and passion, and you won't settle for anything less. You want someone who can keep up with your fire, but ground you when needed. Your best matches are Aries, bold, passionate, and independent. They match your fire and your spark. Leo, you both crave excitement, loyalty, and high-energy connection. Aquarius, intelligent, unique, and boundary-pushing. They bring new ideas and the freedom that you need. Pisces, their emotional depth and spiritual vibe can balance your intensity beautifully if they can handle your bluntness. Connections that challenge you can be Taurus. Their need for stability may clash with your desire for change. And Cancer, emotionally deep, but may feel overwhelmed by your bluntness or independence unless there's a strong communication. Your magic. You're the wild card of the Zodiac, a visionary with a soul on fire. You feel deeply, dream big, and act boldly. You're not afraid to disrupt the system, leave what's no longer serving you, or speak hard truths that wake people up. You were born to lead revolutions, challenge the status quo, and live unapologetically. So trust your gut, pursue your purpose, burn bright, and never dim yourself for anyone. Sagittarius, Capricorn Cusp, born December 18th to the 24th. This is the cusp of prophecy. You carry the elements of fire and earth, and your vibe is visionary, grounded, ambitious, and philosophical. If your birthday falls between December 18th and 24th, you sit at the intersection of Sagittarius's bold curiosity and Capricorn's unshakable ambition. You're both a seeker and a builder, someone who dreams big and has the discipline to make it happen. You aren't just chasing ideas, you're chasing legacy. Characteristics. You've got a sharp mind, a future-focused spirit, and more drive than most people know what to do with. You think in possibilities, but you operate with precision. Your Sagittarius side makes you adventurous, big-picture-oriented, and truth-seeking, and your Capricorn side grounds you, makes you strategic, and pushes you to succeed on your terms. Sagittarius gives you optimism, curiosity, and a thirst for learning and exploration. Capricorn brings focus, structure, and a desire to create something real, lasting, and valuable. You don't just want success. You want meaningful success. You are here to build something that matters, whether it's a business, a philosophy, a community, or a way of life. Your strengths. You're a big thinker and a high achiever. You dream bigger than most people and have the work ethic to back it up. Disciplined visionary. You're not distracted by trends or shortcuts. You plan, build, and stick to it. Wise and witty. Sagittarius gives you great humor and insight, while Capricorn adds a calm, collected presence. Natural leader. People respect your mix of confidence, clarity, and dedication. You inspire others by simply walking your path. Your challenges. You may be hard on yourself, setting sky-high expectations and struggling with burnout. You sometimes struggle between freedom and structure, craving independence but needing stability. Letting go of control and perfection can be tough. Learning to flow more and trust the process will bring balance. Hobbies. You enjoy activity that stimulates your mind, challenge your body, or help you grow. Ideally, all three. Travel with a mission. You're not just sightseeing. You want to experience cultures, ideas, and personal expansion. Reading and lifelong learning. From philosophy and finance to psychology or politics, you soak up knowledge. Goal setting and vision planning. You probably have journals, vision boards, or spreadsheets full of future plans. Fitness and discipline-based hobbies. Running, hiking, martial arts, or structured workouts appeal to your need for challenge and routine. Teaching or mentoring. You love guiding others, sharing wisdom, and helping people reach their potential. You were wired for leadership, long-term success, and a meaningful impact. You won't settle for just a job. You want your career to align with your vision and values, and you're willing to work hard to make that happen. The best paths for you, they often include entrepreneurship or business leadership. You're built to run the show, especially if it's something that you believe in. Education, coaching, or public speaking. You have wisdom to share and a powerful presence that motivates others. Finance, law, or strategic planning. Your logic, foresight, and discipline thrive in structured, high-responsibility environments. Politics or social reform. You care about building a better future and have the strength to do the hard work behind the scenes. Writing, journalism, or publishing. Your Sagittarius insight mixed with Capricorn structure is great for meaningful content creation. You want work that pushes you, pays off, and leaves a legacy. Love partnerships. You're a mix of romantic freedom and grounded devotion. You don't fall for just anyone. You want someone who matches your vision, respects your mission, and brings stability and excitement. You value loyalty and long-term potential. You need intellectual stimulation as much as emotional connection. You prefer deep conversations over small talk and partners with ambition, not apathy. Your best matches are Taurus. Steady, loyal, and grounded. Taurus supports your ambition and provides emotional security. Virgo. Practical and intelligent. Virgo brings structure to your goals and appreciates your drive. Aquarius. Visionary, independent, and mentally engaging. This match gives you space and connection. Aries. Fiery, bold, and high energy. Aries keeps things exciting and mirrors your goal-getter nature. The matches that can challenge you are Cancer. Emotionally rich, but they may feel clingy or reactive to your independent streak. Libra. Their indecision and need for harmony can clash with your direct, mission-focused approach. Your special magic. You were born on the cusp of prophecy for a reason. You see what could be, and you have the power to make it real. You're here to inspire others through your work, your wisdom, and your fearlessness. You're not afraid to climb mountains, question beliefs, or blaze your own trail. You're the architect of your future. You don't wait for opportunities, you create them. You don't just dream, you build. So keep going, keep pushing, and trust that you were made for more, because you are. Capricorn Aquarius Cusp, January 17th through the 23rd. This is the cusp of mystery and imagination. Your elements are earth and air. Your vibe is visionary, grounded, unconventional, and strategic. If your birthday falls between January 17th and the 23rd, you walk the fine line between Capricorn's ambition and discipline and Aquarius's originality and rebellious spirit. You're practical and progressive, the kind of person who knows how to shake the system without blowing it up. You see what's possible in the future, and you quietly start building it. You are the thinker who gets things done, the rebel who has a plan, and the mystery that no one can quite pin down. Your characteristics. Let's be real. You're a unique mix. You've got the grit and grind of Capricorn paired with the vision and eccentricity of Aquarius. That means you're focused, curious, and always 10 steps ahead of the people around you. Your Capricorn side makes you responsible, grounded, and fiercely determined. You have standards, goals, and zero interest in wasting time. Your Aquarius side brings innovation, independence, and an instinct to challenge old systems. You want to make things better, not just do them well. You're deeply intelligent, but not in a loud way. You lead with quiet confidence, and while you don't seek attention, people are drawn to your mysterious vibe and your forward-thinking mindset. Your strengths. Innovative but grounded. You dream big, but you're not reckless. You know how to turn ideas into reality. Independent thinker. You don't follow the crowd. You question everything and only commit to what aligns with your core values. Ambitious as hell. You want to succeed, but not just for ego. You want to create impact. Mysteriously magnetic. You might be quiet or private, but your energy is unmistakably strong. People trust your judgment, even if they don't always understand why. Your challenges. You may feel torn between structure and freedom, or routine versus rebellion. You can be hard on yourself, expecting perfection while also wanting to break free of those rules. Emotionally, you might seem distant, but under that calm exterior is a rich, complex world that not everyone gets to see. Letting people in and allowing flexibility in your plans can help you grow in new ways. Hobbies. You're most alive when your mind is engaged, your skills are put to use, and you feel like you're working on something meaningful or different. Your hobbies often have a mix of structure and experimentation. Technology and coding. You're naturally drawn to systems, gadgets, or building something from scratch. Writing or blogging. You have a strong inner voice, and expressing complex ideas clearly is one of your talents. Philosophy or futurism. You're fascinated by how people think, where the world is going, and what it all means. Inventing, DIY, or tinkering. You love solving problems or building better ways to do things, even if it's just organizing your space like a pro. Volunteering or activism. When something matters to you, you'll fight for it. You want to contribute to real progress. Solo adventures. Whether it's hiking, traveling, or going down research rabbit holes, you need regular alone time to recharge and realign. Careers. You want your work to matter. You won't waste your talent on something shallow or stagnant. You're here to lead, innovate, and improve the world in your own smart and strategic way. You may find fulfillment in careers like engineering, architecture, or tech. You love building systems that work and solving complex problems. Science or research. You're driven by curiosity and love to explore the unknown with a methodical approach. Entrepreneurship or startups. You have both vision and discipline, a killer combo for running your own venture. Politics or social reform. You don't follow trends. You create long-term, meaningful change. Education or mentorship. You're wise beyond your years and love helping others grow, especially when you get to challenge outdated thinking. Design or innovation strategy. You know how to combine beauty and function in everything from product design to UX. Love partnerships. When it comes to love, you're not the dive-in head-first type. You take your time, observe, and only open up when you feel safe and seen. But once you're in, You're all in, loyal, thoughtful, and deeply supportive. You need intellectual connection. Mental chemistry is a must. You crave a partner who respects your independence but can also navigate your emotional depth. You want someone who shares your goals, values, and visions, not just someone who looks good on paper. Your best matches are Virgo. Grounded, thoughtful, and hardworking, they match your ambition and calm energy. Taurus. Steady and sensual. Taurus makes you feel safe while appreciating your complexity. Scorpio. Intense and private like you, Scorpio adds emotional depth and magnetic chemistry. Pisces. A surprising match. Their sensitivity balances your logic, and they may pull out your soft side. Your challenging matches are Leo. Their need for attention and drama can feel overwhelming or unnecessary to your quieter nature. And Gemini. Their unpredictability and scattered energy can clash with your need for structure and follow-through, unless there's a deep respect on both sides. Your magic. You're not here to fit in. You're here to build what hasn't been built, to challenge the norm and quietly change the world. You lead not by shouting, but by knowing. You don't chase the spotlight, but your work shines anyway. You're the strategic rebel, the visionary with a plan, the architect of the future. So trust your instincts, lean into your weirdness, and never forget the systems you build today will be the blueprint for tomorrow. Aquarius Pisces Cusp, February 15th to the 21st. This is the cusp of sensitivity. Your elements are air and water. Your vibe is visionary, empathetic, dreamy, and unpredictably brilliant. If your birthday falls between February 15th and the 21st, you were born on the Aquarius Pisces cusp, where intellect meets intuition and logic blends with imagination. You're both a futurist and a feeler, someone who dreams in big pictures and deep emotions. You're often the person others don't quite understand, and that's exactly your power. You're not meant to fit in. You're here to inspire, heal, and see what others can't. Your characteristics. You're wired a little differently, in the best possible way. You're deeply connected to people, energy, and ideas. You can think light years ahead, but you also feel everything, often absorbing the emotions around you like a sponge. Your Aquarius side gives you sharp intellect, individuality, and a love for humanity as a whole. You challenge norms and seek progress. Your Pisces side adds softness, empathy, creativity, and a touch of the mystical. You don't just think, you feel deeply. You're the kind of person who's just as comfortable talking about quantum physics as you are about dreams, emotions, or spirituality. You live with one foot in this world and the other in the unseen. Your strengths. You are deeply creative. Your imagination knows no limits. You see beauty and potential where others see chaos. Highly intuitive. You just know things about people, situations, or even the future. Compassionate. You care about people and causes. You feel connected to humanity on a soul level. Nonconformist. You're allergic to fake or shallow. You need authenticity, freedom, and space to be yourself. Your challenges. You may struggle to stay grounded, especially when overwhelmed by the world's pain or your inner world. You can be emotionally exhausted from taking on too much, whether it's projects, people's problems, or unrealistic expectations. You sometimes feel like you don't belong, but that's because you're here to be different, not to blend in. Your growth comes from learning how to protect your energy, stay rooted in your own truth, and channel your gifts into action. Hobbies. You thrive when you're expressing yourself, helping others, or exploring ideas that most people wouldn't even consider. Your interests are usually a mix of creative, spiritual, and offbeat. Art and design, painting, photography, music, or any outlet where you can express your inner world. Spiritual practices, meditation, tarot, astrology, sound healing, or energy work. Anything that connects you with something higher. Writing and journaling. You think and feel deeply. Writing helps you untangle it all and turns chaos into clarity. Helping others. Volunteering, mental health advocacy, or working with animals or the underserved can feel incredibly fulfilling. Tech and creativity. Aquarius gives you a love for innovation, so things like digital art, NFTs, or even coding can appeal to your intensive side. Careers. You don't just want a job, you want meaning. You need work that aligns with your values, lets you create, and makes a difference in the lives of others or the world at large. Structure can feel suffocating unless you support your creative flow. You may shine in careers like creative arts, writing, filmmaking, music, design, illustration, anything that lets you express what others can't put into words. Spiritual or healing work, Reiki, therapy, counseling, holistic health, or an intuitive coach. Social change and advocacy. You want to improve the world, especially for the overlooked and the misunderstood. Tech and innovation, especially if it connects to helping people or pushing society forward. Education or mentorship. You're patient, wise, and inspiring, and you love lighting the spark in others. Love partnerships. You love on a soul level, deeply, unconditionally, and sometimes idealistically. You crave a partner who understands both your need for freedom and your sensitive heart. You're romantic but not traditional. You love spontaneous connection, meaningful moments, and mutual growth. You may be a bit of an emotional shapeshifter, adapting to your partner's energy, which is beautiful, but protect your boundaries. You need someone who will respect your complexity and not try to simplify you. Your best matches are Cancer, emotionally intelligent, nurturing, and loyal. Cancer gets your depth and supports your growth. Scorpio, intense and intuitive like you. Scorpio brings passion and mystery that matches your energy. Taurus, grounded and loyal. Taurus can be your rock if they can keep up with your ideas. Aquarius, you understand each other's quirks, ideals, and need for independence. Matches that can be challenging for you. Leo, may feel too dominant or self-focused for your empathetic, boundary-blurred style. Capricorn, grounded, yes, but can feel too rigid or emotionally closed off unless they're very self-aware. Your magic. You are the bridge between logic and emotion, between the known and the unseen. You see truths that no one else sees, and you feel connections that no one else feels. You're here to wake people up, to heal, and to dream a better world into being. You're not too sensitive. You're not too weird. You're exactly what this world needs. So dream, feel, and never apologize for being beautifully complex soul that you are. Pisces, Aries Cusp, born March 17th to the 23rd. This is the cusp of rebirth, and your elements are water and fire. Your vibe is intuitive, bold, passionate, and unpredictable. You were born on the Pisces Aries cusp, where dreams meet drive and emotions meet action. You are a rare blend of sensitive soul and fierce spirit, someone who can deeply feel and still go hard for what they want. You're not just here to exist, you're here to create, inspire, and ignite. Characteristics. You're a walking contradiction, and that's your power. Pisces gives you imagination, empathy, and intuition, and Aries brings fire, courage, and boldness. You feel everything deeply, but you're also not afraid to fight for what you believe in or start fresh when necessary. Your Pisces side connects you to art, emotion, spirituality, and the unseen. Your Aries side pushes you to act, to lead, and to go after life unapologetically. This means you often know what's coming before it happens, and you also have the guts to do something about it. Your strengths. Creativity, unstoppable. You don't just have ideas, you turn them into reality, fast. Courageous, with a heart. You're brave, but you lead with compassion, not ego. Magnetic energy. People are drawn to your passion and the way you light up a room with your ideas or intensity. Highly intuitive. You can sense things others miss, and you trust your gut like a pro. Your challenges. You can be impulsive with your heart, diving in too fast, only to crash later. You might feel torn between action and emotion, unsure whether to leap or reflect. You sometimes burn out because you give 110% in everything, even when you don't have to. Learning to pace yourself, check in with your inner peace, and not let emotional storms control your choices is key to your finding balance. Hobbies. You're all about doing what makes you feel alive, emotionally, spiritually, or physically. You love activities that allow you to express, explore, or compete. Art, music, or poetry. You feel things deeply, and creative expression helps you release it all. Spiritual practices. Astrology, tarot, meditation, or breathwork can help you stay centered and connected. Fitness or sports. Aries needs movement, so physical outlets like martial arts, dance, or intense workouts can be energizing. Adventuring. Road trips, spontaneous plans, or trying something completely new lights up your Aries spark. Helping others. You have a healer's heart and may enjoy volunteering or mentoring when you feel emotionally grounded. You're driven by vision, not just money. You need work that inspires you and gives you purpose and lets you create change, not just follow rules. You thrive in roles where you can lead, innovate, or inspire others, such as creative careers. Art, design, writing, filmmaking, or music all feed your Pisces, Aries fire. Entrepreneurship. You don't like waiting for permission. Building your own thing gives you freedom and direction. Healing professions. Therapy, coaching, spiritual work, or energy healing. Tap into your empathy and intuition. Performing arts. You're captivating and expressive. The stage or camera was made for you. Activism or social change. You care deeply and aren't afraid to speak out for what's right. Love partnerships. When it comes to love, you're passionate, poetic, and intense. You fall fast, love hard, and give everything, which can be both beautiful and risky. You crave emotional depth and physical chemistry. You want someone who can match your fire, but who also respects your sensitive, emotional side. You give endlessly, but you need a partner who won't take that for granted. Your best matches are Leo, bold, loyal, and full of fire. Leo fuels your passion and respects your emotional depth. Sagittarius, adventurous and philosophical. They match your need for growth and honesty. Cancer, sensitive and emotionally deep. Cancer understands your inner waves and brings balance. Scorpio, intense, intuitive, and deeply loyal. Scorpio speaks your emotional language. The matches that may be challenging for you are Virgo. Their need for order might frustrate your free-flowing, impulsive style. Capricorn. Their emotional reserve and practicality can feel like a mismatch with your dreamer heart. Your magic. You are the spark and the sea, a force of creativity and passion, of emotion and courage. You're not afraid to start over, to dream big, or to lead from your heart. You feel deeply, love boldly, and inspire effortlessly. You don't just imagine a better world, you chase it. You don't just wait for change, you are the change. So trust your heart, act on your dreams, and never shrink to fit inside someone else's box. You were born to overflow it.